Welcome back to the channel. So join me for another week in my quest to get running that little bit quicker, and I'll be spectating the London Marathon on Sunday. At the London Marathon, our first vantage point was at just short of 9 miles, so we'll be seeing the elite women race go through. So they started half an hour before the elite men's and the masses. So here are the leaders going through just now. The next group going through are the 2:22 pace group, we believe, and just after is Eilish McColgan on her marathon debut, which we believe she started with the 2:22 group and was just behind this group at 9 miles. We'll soon see more British interest at around the 2:25 pace, with Philly Bowden and Rose Harvey being paced by Amy Eloise Neal. We then got Sam Harrison pacing Holly Archer to just under 2:40 on her marathon debut. It was then the turn of the men's elite coming through, so quite a strong group here with Eliud Kipchoge leading the group out. This was the top Brit group coming through, so we had Phil Sussman, who'd gone after a quick pace. We've got Mohammed in there too. Next group of Olympic triathlon champion Alex Yee, we've got Jack Rowe and also Johnny Mellor in that group. Jake Smith on his comeback marathon with Ben Connor on the pacing. We then headed over to Canary Wharf at around the 18-mile point, so we managed to catch Philly Bowden going through. She was running a lot of this run on her own. So it was a very good run to stick it out in solo conditions. We then soon saw the men's elite come through at a similar pace, so Eliud Kipchoge just started to fall off the back of this group here. We were able to cut through to 20 miles where leader Sebastian Sarway had made a break, and as you can see he's put quite a bit of time into the leading group here, so there's a chase group of 3. Another chance to see the great man Eliud Kipchoge at 20-mile point. Another phenomenal athlete coming through is the Italian Yaman Crippa, who's only recently stepped up to the marathon distance. For me, British run of the day was Mohammed, who was first Brit on the day. We then see Alex Yee again, still going strong at the 20-mile point, on his way to a 2:11 phenomenal marathon debut. Closely followed by another great story in Jake Smith in his comeback marathon, just over 2:11. There's Phil Sussman, who had admitted to going off a bit too quick and paid for it in the second half. It is now Thursday morning and I'm out on my easy run, my first run of the day at Albert Village Lake here. So I'll round you up on what I've been up to so far this week. So starting the week on Monday was another 4-day week this week with Easter Monday. So it's good to get out in the morning with Robbie. Did a easy hour. It was quite a hilly one, so we went over Briz Valley in Burton, which added quite a lot of elevation in, so easy hour on Monday. I took Tuesday off, so my next run was on Wednesday evening, and it's a good opportunity to get a session in on Wednesday. So the session that I did was 6 by a K, so a chance to work on that speed, and with that 6 by a K I had 90 seconds recovery between each one. So in my head I had this as a jog recovery, but how I was feeling on the day, probably because of how my current level of fitness is, I needed a walk recovery rather than a jog to make sure I could hit a quality time in the rep. So what I was aiming for within the rep was a 6-minute mile pace, which I've been doing for sort of mile reps, and I've been doing slightly under for 800 reps. So it's a good marker to see where I was at really. So this was 6-minute mile, 3:45 for the kilometre. So I did manage to hit these sort of paces. I was doing it along the stretch. It's got about a mile straight near my house, so but it does have a bit of a breeze one end and does go slightly uphill, so I did 2 of the reps going into a breezing uphill, and then the other 4 I managed to do downwind. So it averaged out at about that 6-minute mile pace, so I was pleased with that session. And then onto today's run, an easy hour in the morning, and I'll be going out tonight just to run to, I've got my coaching session at Gresley Park, so welcome to come down to these every week if you're in the local area. We're doing usually about 18 to 20 minutes worth of effort within that session, an interval based session, and it's all based to time, so it's great for a mixed ability group that everyone can go out and push themselves as hard as they want to. So we'll be looking to get a few more people down to that, as we're in the 4th week now, and I'd like to see this group growing so we all get more out of the session. In terms of upcoming races, I'd really like to get in a race from sort of 5k to 10 mile sort of distance really, over bank holiday weekend, so I'll be on the lookout for something suitable. Got 3 days of options to run with the Saturday, Sunday and Monday, and I can flex my training around that, so it'd be nice to get out for a race. So I've not raced for a couple of weeks now, and I do have the very fast Mid-Cheshire 5k coming up at the end of May. This was actually where I did my 5k PB, the only time I've been under 18 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of shape I'm in going into that. So to round up the rest of my running week, I picked up again on Thursday evening. So Thursday evening was my coach session, so I ran down there and did a couple of miles, and then I also joined in the session this week with James and Danny. So I paced the session. The session was 3 lots of 3 minutes, 2 minutes and then 1 minute, with some jog recoveries between the reps and then some walk recoveries between the sets. So it was quite a good session, but obviously I'd done a session Wednesday night. I hadn't planned on doing this session on Thursday, and I totaled 16 miles on Thursday. So going into Friday, I was feeling a little bit tired and felt that with all that volume in the space of 48 hours there, to just give my legs a bit of a rest, and didn't run on Friday with the intention of getting a good quality long run in on Saturday. But as it turned out on Saturday, I didn't feel the best in the morning. My long run was going to be running to Conkers, which is about 3 miles or so, running the park run at a decent effort, and then running a little bit longer back. So I was looking to probably do between sort of 6 to 10 miles on my way back from park run, which would have got me up to about 15 or 16 miles for that run. So it wasn't the case. I just opted to run back home again after park run, after feeling not the best during park run and after it. So just got home and cut my long run at about 9.5 miles this week. So I didn't have the opportunity to get out on Sunday, as it was an early start and down to London supporting the marathon. So to sum up my training, as a whole, I managed just under 40 miles for this week, which is very low on what I've been doing. A bit of a frustrating week, as I did only get out on 4 of the 7 days. But the positives were that I still did get one sort of really quality session in on the Wednesday, and I also got a decent session in on the Thursday night as well, with a little bit of mileage within there, but not really what I wanted. I want to try and hit 60 miles per week, with that long run in there at the weekend. So it's something I want to try and get back to in next week. And I've got to really reassess how I'm looking at this, because I'm probably getting too fatigued on some part of my week, and I've tried reducing sort of a volume around sessions. I've tried reducing paces around sessions, and now what I'll try is to reduce the paces within the session, just so that I'm not feeling too fatigued after them. So that's an approach I'll sort of tweak for the next few weeks and see how I get on with that, and if it does allow my body to complete 2 or 3 sessions a week, and feel fresh throughout the week and have that consistency in my training again. Thanks as always for watching and showing an interest in my training, and I'll see you in next week's video.